we got to get into this book, The Artist's Way. Let's talk about my journey, where I'm at, and where I'm going with this book. So I'm currently restarting this journey from The Artist's Way. I started it about a year and a half ago. It seems like it. I can't believe time flies by so fast. And I got all the way to week 6. Life happened and I stopped. I stopped essentially. First and foremost, I started The Artist's Way about a year and a half ago. It was incredible. Like when I think about the 6 weeks that I did of this book, it was so refreshing. I had so much creativity. In fact, the business ideas or the businesses that I started and I'm working on today were stemmed when I started reading this book, and somehow I fell off. Specifically, I was just in the wrong space. I lost track of the commitment that I made to myself in terms of self-care, and I put myself in an unsafe environment. And the person I was around at the time just made fun of me doing my morning pages, and it kind of stopped my flow. And so that's kind of how I stopped at the 6-week mark. However, personally, it was working for me. Okay, it was working for me. I was so creative. And even today, I just read the, what are the first two chapters? I read the first 2 chapters today, the basic tools, the intro, the basic principles, and the basic tools, because I really want to start. When I did it the first time, I did it Sunday to Sunday, and I want to do that again. That really worked for me. Sunday night, reading the chapter, doing it throughout the week. So today's Thursday, Friday, end of the week. So I wanted to read the beginning of the book again, just to kind of refresh. And literally just me reading the beginning of the book to refresh is kind of like, I got this spark, this idea started coming out of nowhere. It was kind of hard for me to focus reading the first introduction and the first kind of prep to get it before we get into the real chapters or the real work, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I forgot what reading this was like. Like I forgot what it was like to connect to my inner artist, which is what essentially teaching you. And so I'm excited to start it again because I only got to week 6. I can't imagine how much more growth I'm going to get from actually completing the course and going beyond. I'm so motivated to get back into this book. I honestly want to start today, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait and do it Sunday to Sunday. Like, relax. I do want to talk about the 2 requirements in The Artist's Way. Number 1 is the morning pages. Number 2 is the artist date. So both I implemented the first time and it was doing great. What happened the first time around was that I was nervous about the artist dates at first, but that's how I started doing my kind of self-care dates and my weekly days to myself, which happened to be on Saturdays. And I still continued that even though I stopped doing the morning pages. But I'm noticing doing these 2 things together, how beneficial they were. Hindsight is 2020. So this time around, I'm really going to lock in and make sure that I commit to the full 12 weeks, making sure I'm in a healthy environment and healthy space to really grow and thrive personally and as an artist, like really spark the artist inside of me. So I'm gonna commit to making sure I maintain a safe space so that I can complete the course this time around. A couple weeks ago, I started writing again. And what the morning pages do for me, I would say about 2 months ago, I started having the urge to do morning pages again. Unless you do morning pages, you don't really get what it actually does for you. It essentially clears your mind of all of the clutter, all of the doubt, all of the negative thoughts. I didn't realize how many negative thoughts you have that just automatically come. In the book, she calls it the censor. In my mind, I like to think of it as like doubt, negative talk, just that negative voice in your head that likes to activate. Literally, I started waking up craving to like have a clear mind. And when I started writing in my morning pages, I'm noticing, okay, my days are a lot better because all of the worries, the thoughts, the doubts, the fears that might come up throughout the day are all washed away in your first hour when you wake up. Like essentially the first hour when I wake up, I write my morning pages. And then after that first hour, my mind is clear. I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm present now because I'm not thinking about all of the things that used to come up throughout the entire day. Now I can really focus and tap into my inner artist and my inner creative. So these past couple months, I just started doing morning pages because it's like I've been yearning for that peace of mind and that clarity during the season. And then when I got on TikTok, that's when I found out today and yesterday, like videos just start coming up about how Doechii did the artist way years ago. And I'm like, Doechii? I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so I thought that was like a sign for me to really get back into it and tap into it, not really realizing, like I totally forgot that I actually stopped the book. You know what I mean? It's like things happen. I was on week 6 and then life happened and then things went on. And then all of a sudden, a few months ago, I started getting the urge to write the morning pages. Then I'm starting to see these videos on TikTok about how Doechii did it. I'm like, wait a minute, I did the artist way, but wait a minute, I never finished it. Wait, I have to get back to the book. Instantly looked through my bookshelf, pulled this book back out, and now I'm just like, I'm ready to tap back in. And I'm super excited because I know I'm going to be a different person after the 12 weeks. I'm not saying my life's going to change dramatically, but what I'm saying is I know my mind's going to be clearer and I'm going to be more connected to God and my inner artist. Like who doesn't want to be more connected to God and your inner artist that's going to spark creativity and give you ideas and give you direction? Because I feel like for the past year and a half, 2 years or so, that I've been like stuck with no direction. But then the fact that I've naturally started praying, asking God to give me direction, and then I was led to the morning pages, and now the TikTok is leading me back to this book. I'm like, oh, okay, it's time for me to tap back in because there's things I need to see. I need to have that clarity and I need to tap in, connect with God and my inner artist so I can get to the next level and get to moving. So that's where I'm at personally. If you are also on this journey of reading the artist way, tap in and let me know so we can connect and we can keep each other locked in and make sure we actually finish the 12 weeks. When it comes to the artist date, y'all, I'm looking forward to doing my weekly dates. I do self-care Saturdays and I take myself out to eat, but this is a little bit different because for the artist date, they push you because it's like, do the things that scare you. She has a way of kind of getting you to put a whole bunch of things down on a piece of paper and then, okay, well, don't do the neutral stuff or don't do the thing that you're easy about. Do the things that scare you or do the things that you're not interested in. And it's such a push. With the artist dates, I got complacent in terms of just taking myself out to eat when I was doing this the first time. And this time I really want to actually use her guidelines, give you a push so you can really tap into that creativity. So this time around, I'm really going to push myself. I'm not going to go to the usual places that I'm already comfortable with going when I go out and take myself out, like to eat, to the movies. Like I'm really going to push myself to try new activities in these next 12 weeks when it comes to my artist dates. I'm also going to focus on trying to find things that aren't necessarily super expensive. I want to try to mix it up and do a little bit of both. The first time around, it was more spend. This time around, with everything going on in the world, economy, tariffs, all this stuff going on, I'm like, okay, let me do a balance of every other week. This week, let me do something that costs money. Next week, let me do something that's free or not as much money or a little bit more creative with the options that I choose. So I'm definitely excited to tap in because it's going to be a push. I need to step out of my comfort zone to reach that person that I'm trying to becoming in this Upglow journey. So I'm excited to get back into the book and really push myself to explore and be present and activate my creative energy. So let's stay connected, y'all. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button so we can check in every week. I'll give you an update of how it's going, how I'm feeling, because I know it's a roller coaster. I just remember from the first time around, some weeks were good. Some weeks were very like emotional as I was trying to figure it out. But I'm on a different path now, officially entering my Upglow journey, my Upglow season. So it's just time for me to show up for myself and really step into the fear, step into the unknown. And by stepping into the fear, I'm stepping out on faith and having that trust in God that this is the right timing. I needed to have this season of being stagnant, trying to figure some things out on my own before I got to this point right here to activate that next phase to get me to where I'm trying to go. So let's stay tapped in, and I'm so excited for this journey. Let's get into the artist way, y'all. These next 12 weeks are going to be crazy. It's essentially I'm activating a new season. That's what I like to call it. I'm activating a new season. This will be season 3 for me. I've done seasons before. I went into season 1, went into season 2, and now I'm feeling like it's time for me to really enter season 3. Like, what does season 3 me look like? What does she do? What does she wear? What are her boundaries? What things is season 3 me gonna accept? What's my season 3 style? What's my season 3 focus? What are my season 3 goals? And I'm so excited that this is all kind of coming together at the right time, with me jumping back into the artist way, with me really putting all the effort into my Upglow journey. And I'm so glad you guys are here with me and I don't have to do it alone, because it can be scary when you're going through the season of change from one season to another and stepping into the unknown and essentially stepping out of your comfort zone, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable in this new season. And thank you guys for being here with me, because this is one thing that's a little bit scary, but I appreciate having the support of you all throughout this journey. And so we can encourage each other and support each other. Like, there's nothing like seeing somebody when they're at this level and then you look back and you see them at this level. It's just so motivating, because it's like, wait a minute, you did all of that in that span of time. Can you imagine what I can do? So I also hope I'm inspiring someone, and I'm also hoping that I'm connecting with some of you as well. Please tap into the comments. We can talk about things we're going through week by week, so we can get the most out of this experience as we possibly can. It doesn't have to be like 12 weeks of like, oh my gosh, we have to do this every week. Like, let's be creative, let's be free flowing, let's be positive and open-minded as we enter into the artist way journey and connect to our inner artist, which is what I really want to tap into and get closer to God.